Sister spouses hint Meri earthy colored's business in some hot water? Is there a hint that sister spouse's star, Meri earthy colored's business is in some hot water? The previous first spouse of Kody Brown has a few organizations that she is exceptionally committed to. However, would one say one is of them battling and nearly disappointment? Continue to peruse for additional subtleties on the thing might actually be turning out badly. Hint Meri earthy colored's business in some hot water? Meri Brown began on Sister Spouses with a temporary work which she lost when the family opened up to the world about their way of life. She then assisted Robin Brown with My Sister Wife's Storeroom, which Kody Brown called even more a side interest. For the OG3, it was not something that got a very remarkable benefit or a business they really liked. Janelle Brown had consistently worked all day, and that was the point at which she flourished. After moving to Las Vegas, she and Christine Earthy Colored Woolley acquired their land licenses. Consequently, that was where Janelle needed to put her effort. She expected to put food on her table and required a strong pay, which is what she accepted land was. Christine couldn't be as contributed on the grounds that it would expect her to be away from her kids. As time passed by, she engaged in MLMs, as did Meri. They viewed them as productive organizations they could do from home, with Janelle at last participating. The cash Meri made empowered her to get her B&B, and the OG3 adequately made to openly live. Meri has since extended her brands, one being Commendable Up. However, is it going gut up? It is a persuasive organization that engages Meri Earthy Colored's local area of devotees. Tragically, it comes for an exceptionally extreme price. The least expensive is $30 per month, the center is $500 per year, and the top level is $800 per year. This isn't feasible for the people who need inspiration and to interface with a similar local area. A Reddit string was begun as Sister Spouses fans saw that its confidential Facebook bunch was lessening, implying the organization might be in major trouble, public versus private. Presently, this is only the confidential Commendable Up bunch, though the public one has 37,000 adherents. Accordingly, apparently Meri Brown's inspirational organization is doing fine and dandy. Did Sister Spouses fans see any warnings, or did they require more verification? I'm stunned that she believes she's a decent individual to go to for counsel. Furthermore, on the off chance that I really wanted counsel, how could I pay such a great amount for somebody with no schooling and preparing? I concur that this is one more misguided business thought. I can't envision paying for counsel from a lady still after everything sliced the blanket to satisfy Kody. I think the issue is that she truly hasn't exactly accomplished the work herself. Some proposed Meri ought to go to business college so she can realize what to appropriately do. She has previously battled with her overrated B&B withdrawals. Presently, she is bombing likely in light of the fact that this is an overrated try. The reality of the situation will come out at some point in the event that it will be Kody Earthy Colored's flashy character and his inclination for sensational style. As of late, an old legacy video of Kody has surfaced, leaving fans humming about his obvious requirement for consideration. The re-emerged cut has reignited banters about Kody's conduct both on and off screen, as watchers break down the recording and its suggestions for his associations with his spouses and family. The legacy clasp that has fans talking. The legacy video, supposedly from Kody's more youthful years, shows him participating in an overstated showcase of humor and magnetism during what has all the earmarks of being a family occasion or casual social event. In the clasp, Kody is seen making over-the-top signals, telling wisecracks, and performing for people around him, all while guaranteeing that he stays the focal point of consideration. Fans really wanted to see how different members in the video responded to Kody's shenanigans. While some seemed entertained and engaged, others appeared to be noticeably awkward or withdrawn, starting theory about what his consideration looking for conduct could have meant for people around him, even in those days. One fan remarked on the web, "Kody's forever been this way, it resembles he should be the star of each and every second." It's no big surprise there's such a lot of pressure in his family now. Examples of consideration looking for in Kody's way of behaving. The re-emerged cut has driven many fans to draw matches between Kody's legacy jokes and his ongoing conduct on Sister Spouses. Throughout the long term, watchers have blamed Kody for focusing on the spotlight over significant associations with his spouses and youngsters. From his emotional passages to his awesome statements during family gatherings, Kody's energy for vain behaviors frequently eclipses the more grounded elements inside the family. The absolute most prominent instances of Kody's consideration looking for conduct include great declarations. Whether it's a significant family choice or a basic way of life update, Kody tends to convey news with a quality of greatness, frequently turning the concentration onto himself instead of the main thing in need of attention. Showing off on camera. All through the series, Kody's misrepresented articulations and remarks have frequently drawn analysis from fans, who blame him for performing for the cameras instead of connecting truly with his loved ones. Struggle acceleration. In tense circumstances, Kody is every now and again seen raising his voice or offering striking expressions, apparently to order consideration as opposed to determine the issue. Preference elements. Fans have long hypothesized that Kody's way of behaving with his spouses, especially his apparent bias toward Robyn, is part of the way attached and a craving to keep up with control and keep himself as the point of convergence of relational peculiarities. What Kody's conduct means for his connections. The re-emerged video has likewise incited conversations about what Kody's consideration looking for propensities might have meant for the breakdown of his associations with his spouses. Christine, Janelle, and Meri have all communicated dissatisfaction with Kody's absence of spotlight on their singular necessities, with Christine in any event, expressing that she felt undetectable in her marriage. It's not just about the cameras, one fan noticed. Kody has consistently required to have been the focal point of consideration, and that sort of conduct can wear individuals out over the long run. Also, Kody's requirement for the spotlight might have added to the continuous pressure inside the earthy-colored family. His propensity for show frequently worsens clashes instead of cultivating understanding and goal, leaving his spouses and youngsters feeling sidelined. Fans' responses to the legacy clasp. Likewise with most points including Kody Brown, fan responses to the legacy cut have been blended. While some found the recording entertaining and characteristic of Kody's normally cordial character, others considered it to be additional proof of his narcissistic inclinations. Support for Kody's character. A few fans guarded Kody, contending that his active nature is basically essential for what his identity is. He's forever been an entertainer, one watcher noted. It's not really something terrible, it simply relies on what it means for people around him. Analysis of his consideration chasing. Others were less lenient, with one fan expressing, "This video simply demonstrates what we've been talking about from the beginning. Kody has forever been about Kody. No big surprise his connections are self-destructing." Correlations with Robyn. A fan's made a move to connect Kody's way of behaving to his dubious dynamic with Robyn. It's intriguing the way in which Robyn appears to take care of into this side of him, an analyst composed. She offers him the consideration he desires, which could make sense of why he leans toward her to such an extent. Calls for reflection. A couple of watchers trusted that Kody would utilize this valuable chance to ponder his way of behaving. Perhaps seeing this clasp will help him to remember how his activities go over to other people, one fan recommended. It's never past the point where it is possible to develop and change. What this legacy says regarding Kody's advancement. The re-emerged cut features a reliable example in Kody's way of behaving, his craving to be seen and recognized. While this quality might have been charming or engaging in more modest dosages, its effect has developed more articulated, and more tricky, throughout the long term. As Kody keeps on exploring the difficulties of his plural family, his capacity, or failure, to adjust his requirement for consideration with the necessities of his spouses and kids stays a focal subject. For some fans, the legacy fills in as a sign of how profoundly imbued Kody's character qualities are, proposing that significant change might be improbable. Nonetheless, others stay confident that Kody can utilize minutes like this as an impetus for mindfulness and development. End. The re-emerged legacy clasp of Kody Brown has reignited discussions about his consideration looking for propensities and their effect on his connections. While certain fans view his friendly character as an innocuous eccentricity, Others consider it to be a contributing component to the continuous show inside the earthy-colored family. As Sister Spouses keeps on investigating the intricacies of Kody's connections, this freshly discovered look into his past gives significant setting to figuring out the man behind the show. Whether Kody will utilize this valuable chance to reflect and develop is not yet clear. However, one thing is sure, he will keep on directing consideration. Yet late buzz encompassing Kody Brown has left fans genuinely paralyzed. The disputable patriarch, known for his emotional jokes and frequently polarizing conduct, has supposedly achieved something that even his cruelest pundits didn't anticipate. This stunning accomplishment has started inescapable discussion among watchers, with some lauding his assurance while others question the inspirations driving the accomplishment. What is Kody Brown's stunning accomplishment? As per insiders, Kody as of late embraced a venture that expected extensive exertion, determination, and genius. While the specific idea of this accomplishment changes relying upon reports, some propose it was a huge monetary achievement, while others accept it was a significant individual change. One thing is clear, Kody's assurance to see this through shocked numerous who questioned his capacities. Tales circling on the web recommend that Kody figured out how to determine waiting obligations attached to the family's Flagstaff properties. The Browns have confronted long periods of monetary unsteadiness, and their land battles have been legitimate on the show. Fans were stunned to discover that Kody might have done whatever it takes to take care of specific home loans or rebuild monetary plans, flagging a more proactive way to deal with the family's future. Why fans are astounded? Fans' unexpected stems from the way that Kody's standing frequently favors being hasty and sincerely determined instead of key or groundbreaking. Throughout the long term, watchers have seen his regular shifts in course, from aggressive house-building plans that never happened as expected to hurried monetary choices that have left the family scrambling. For Kody to finish a difficult objective, particularly one including funds or long-haul arranging, feels bizarre to many fans. One analyst noted, "I'm stunned. This is a similar man who couldn't make an unmistakable arrangement about the Coyote Pass property, and presently he's pulling this off? Who is this new Kody?" Fan responses, commendation, distrust, and analysis. The responses among Sister Spouses fans have been blended. While some are truly intrigued, others have serious doubts about the thought processes or conditions encompassing Kody's accomplishment. A claim for assurance. A few fans have praised Kody for moving forward and handling a drawn-out issue. "It's no time like the present. Kody showed some liability," one fan composed. On the off chance that this implies he's at last treating the family's future in a serious way, bravo. Wariness about the accomplishment. Others question whether Kody merits the recognition. "We should be genuine. Was this really Kody's doing, or did Robin need to push him to make it happen?" another fan hypothesized. Cynics highlight Robin's set of experiences of playing a more coordinated job in family matters, proposing she might have had a critical impact in the background. Analysis of timing. A subset of fans is unmoved, contending that Kody's endeavors are short of what was needed. He ought to have been taking care of these issues a long time back as opposed to estranging his spouses and children, one watcher expressed. This doesn't eradicate the harm he's finished to his loved ones. Inquiries regarding inspiration. Some accept Kody's new activities might be driven by a craving to conceal any hint of failure in the midst of mounting analysis. Is he really starting over, or is this simply a PR trick to cause himself to seem more appealing on television? One wary fan inquired. What this accomplishment means for his connections. The planning of Kody's achievement is important, as it matches with a time of critical pressure inside the earthy-colored family. Christine and Janelle have moved away from Kody in ongoing seasons, referring to his absence of help and progressively broke connections. Meri, as well, has communicated disappointment over her stale dynamic with Kody. Just Robin remains immovably in Kody's corner, which has driven many fans to reprimand their relationship as excessively isolated. A few fans accept this accomplishment could check a defining moment for Kody, possibly assisting with repairing a portion of the breaks inside his loved ones. Others, nonetheless, see it as an empty signal that neglects to address the more profound close-to-home injuries. One fan commented, To remake his family, he really wants to begin with veritable expressions of remorse and better correspondence. Fixing funds is perfect, yet mending broken trust is not going. Matches with Kody's past way of behaving. This isn't whenever Kody first has endeavored to show what him can do through stupendous signals. Throughout the long term, he has made strong commitments, like structure a huge, shared home for every one of his spouses or making a monetary arrangement to get the family's future. Tragically, a considerable lot of these commitments have failed to work out, leaving his spouses and youngsters disappointed. Kody's most recent accomplishment, notwithstanding, feels different to certain fans. Dissimilar to his past unrealistic fantasies, this achievement has all the earmarks of being grounded in substantial outcomes. Whether this denotes a certifiable change in Kody's personality or a brief deviation is not yet clear. How this affects the fate of sister spouses. As sister spouses keeps on investigating the developing elements inside the earthy-colored family, Kody's stunning accomplishment has added another layer of interest. Fans are anxious to see whether this achievement will prompt significant changes in his connections, or on the other hand in the event that it will essentially act as a passing snapshot of recovery. On the off chance that Kody can support this force and exhibit a recently discovered obligation to his family, it could revive the show's story. Be that as it may, assuming his endeavors end up being fleeting or self-serving, it might just extend the developing split among him and his spouses. End. Kody Earthy-Colored's new stunning accomplishment has left fans astonished, confused, and isolated. While a few see it as an indication of development and assurance, others still have some lingering doubts of his thought processes and long-haul expectations. No matter what the result, this startling new development has reignited interest in sister spouses, guaranteeing that fans will keep on checking out see what occurs straight away. Will this achievement mark the start of another section for Kody and his family, or will it eventually be eclipsed by the continuous show? The truth will surface at some point, yet one thing is sure, Kody Brown never neglects to keep fans talking.